This tweet, this Roosevelt Mitchell III, and I like his handle, Disabled Scholar. This really is a thought-provoking tweet, mainly because I've asked myself this question before. Not so much of the side of why is this not taught in school, but why do they still teach this in school? But I do understand that, I will say, I'm not going to speak for all parents, but I'll speak for me as a parent. Like, I have certain expectations that I believe that certain things should be at least introduced in the school system, but it's not. Say, for instance, okay, so if the school teaches math, why don't they teach money? And I'm going to ask my daughter here, and she's going into the 9th grade. So since you've been in school, have they ever talked to you guys about money in any way?
I would say only for like the primary beginning of school, when you're first entering that school and getting adjusted. Like, basically all they did was teach us like the difference between dimes and pennies. So
but so I have to also understand that maybe budgeting and certain things like that wouldn't be taught to, what do they call it, middle school age children. Well, what about, let's think of another topic that maybe I thought they should teach in school. Can you think of anything that you feel like they should teach in school but they don't?
I feel like they should just teach the, like, entering into your adult life and transitioning into that, because I feel like it could be very difficult, and you, at the beginning, you're very lost, and it's all of a sudden like you're a kid and now you have to work and do things like that. So
and I'm actually happy that you're already on that. You know, you have that in the forebrain of your mind. Maybe it's because we kind of talk about it, I don't know, but I would say I'm glad you said that. So what about that adult life gives you kind of concerns?
There's just certain aspects that I feel like are just so unexpected, and it's like, if you don't know that you don't know something, when you come across it, it's like, how do I find more information about this if it's not being taught? How do I know what I don't know?
Yeah, that's true. And so the other part of this tweet, he mentions that essentially he's saying that parents are just too dang busy to parent their kids because of this hustle culture, this making M's, and multiple streams of income, which, hey, I support that. But one thing I know is charity starts at home, and we can't be, as parents, too busy to give our kids knowledge and wisdom because we're trying to chase a dollar or multiple dollars. So let me ask you this. Do you feel like there is something that maybe your friends have talked to you about as far as like how much time their parents spends with them?
Yeah, there has been this friend of mine that just wished that her parents could spend more time with her, and just, she felt as though they could care a little bit more. But I feel like to a certain point you just like want that care, and then it's not there, and you like don't care anymore, whether it's there or not. So,
but how is a parent supposed to know? Like, because half the time the kids don't want to be bothered, and the other half
I think it's essentially, I think they don't want to be bothered. It's because they've gotten used to this feeling of like parents being too busy doing other things, so now they just don't care for your time or your company.
Wow. Ouch. So if anything, this tweet and just hearing what you said, Liddy, is helping me see that really it's the time and the attention. And when we pour into our kids and give them that, it's only natural that we'll end up teaching the invaluable skills that the education system is not going to teach, nor should we expect them to teach. I mean, I'm not political or anything like that, but life skills are not taught. I mean, I won't say that 100% because I graduated high school in 2005. So when I was in junior high and high school, we had the home ec class. We had the what was the other one? The sewing class. Like, that were those things men or young men and young women took. It was not just something that only certain students took. So can you answer me, does your school have anything like that?
Home ec, for a while we did have home ec, but that was like when I was in maybe 5th grade, and then it stopped. And they don't have sewing classes, they don't have things like that. So really, no.
Wow. So parents, take this as a call to action to at least once a week come up with something, no matter how minuscule you might think it is, and just teach your child how to do it, and then reinforce their learning. Maybe the next time that you have to do whatever this thing is, have your child initiate it from start to finish and just observe with a non-judgmental eye, and give them praise and give them constructive criticism. Because we do have a future to raise, and like I said, charity starts at home. Well, Liddy, thank you for giving me your words of wisdom. Appreciate you.
No problem.